Welcome to Muscle Research Review for the week of March 16th, 2015. Quick muscle research summaries for the very busy health and fitness professional. So let's get started. How many of you used the weight-bearing lunge test for assessment of ankle dorsiflexion limitations? Although the test is viewed as an assessment tool for global ankle mobility and not specifically dorsiflexion, it's been noted to be more reliable than the typical non-weight-bearing goniometer that was previously used. A systematic review looked to see if this was actually the case. 12 studies met the eligibility criteria. Results showed that the interclinician and intra-clinician reliability was good, showing it provided consistent results between one or more clinicians. Although trainers and therapists use different variations of the test, it's definitely something to keep inside your toolbox for quick assessment in the office or the field. A new study looked at whether there was any hip range of motion restrictions in those with chronic low back pain. The study looked at 30 healthy subjects and 30 with non-specific chronic low back pain. They measured passive hip extension, hip internal rotation, hip external rotation, and total hip rotation range of motion. Out of all these ranges, only the passive hip extension was significantly restricted in those with low back pain compared to controls. This study is important because it further helps us begin to think globally. Focusing on addressing hip extension restrictions may also help improve low back function. If you use kinesiology taping on your athletes, this next study provides some interesting results. They looked at temporal efficacy of kinesiology tape versus traditional stretching on hamstring extensibility. They used active knee extension assessment as a measure of hamstring extensibility. Results were taken immediately, 10, and 30 minutes after intervention. Here's what they found. P and F showed a significant improvement immediately post-intervention, while kinesiology tape had peak improvements at approximately 24.2 minutes. This is a great study that really shows that you need to look at not only if something is going to help, but when. Understanding timing of effect may provide you with the tools to get better performance out of your athletes. A new study in the journal Knee looked at the effects of perturbation training on Quadriceps Dominance neuromuscular deficit. Studies have shown that unbalanced co-contraction of the medial and lateral portion of the knee predispose women to extended knee positions that exaggerate ACL injury. The study assessed 14 controls and 15 experimental subjects at baseline and after 6 weeks of perturbation training for the experimental group, which resulted in about 18 sessions under a physiotherapist. They assessed EMG data of the quadriceps and hamstrings and knee flexion angles. Results showed a significant increase in co-contraction and knee flexion angles after perturbation training. Clinically, any type of perturbation training, like for example the use of a balance or roller boards, can help with ACL injury prevention. A new study provided some interesting observations into changes of muscle strength, power, and muscle composition based on the type of training. They divided 18 young men into two groups, one group undergoing compound training, which is strength and power sessions on alternate days, and the other performed complex training, where strength and power sets were performed within a single session. Sessions were performed about 3 times per week over a 6-week period. The study measured the following: jumping and throwing performance, bench press, leg press, and Smith machine box squat strength, and muscle fiber cross-sectional areas. Here's the results that came out of this study. Jumping and throwing performance increased only in the compound group. Bench press, leg press, and Smith machine box squat strength increased after both compound and complex training. Muscle fiber cross-sectional areas increased only after complex training. Now, in summary, alternating strength and power training enhances power, while same-day training induces greater increases in strength and fiber hypertrophy. If you have any comments, feel free to leave them below. Also, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date on the latest research findings. See you guys next time.